Gary Crowley here with step 2 of shoulder joint pain relief. Step 2, we're basically going to work on the tissue on the underside of your collarbone, your subclavius muscle and your pectoralis major muscle and pectoralis minor muscle. Not that you need to know that, but basically just this tissue. And what we're going to do with the press hold move technique is we're going to feel around all on the underside of this collarbone, and anytime you find a tight spot, a tender spot, anytime you find a tender spot, it means the tissue's too tight. And then if you press on that tender spot, make that muscle move, your brain will tend to release it and it will stop yanking on your shoulder joint. So that's basically step 1. All the way along your length of your collarbone, any tender spots, press on them, make that tissue move under your skin. Sometimes you might have to investigate a little bit. Sometimes your brain likes one movement more than the other. But play around and it'll pretty quickly let go usually. And then the next technique I'm going to do on your shoulder blade here, the muscle that sits on top of your shoulder blade called your infraspinatus muscle. But I'm going to have to lay down to show you how to do that. So through the magic of editing, I will see you in 1 second. Okay, so I'm on a table now, and we're going to use the tennis ball press technique on the back of our shoulder blade. Now, you can use a tennis ball, and I think that's usually the best, but maybe a lacrosse ball, maybe some plastic ball you found at Sports Authority, or a softball, whatever you find that works for you is fine. But basically, I'm going to stick this tennis ball under my shoulder blade. I'm going to scoot up so I can get it on there. And that's your infraspinatus muscle. Now that muscle is on the back of your shoulder blade, and it gets tight and it yanks on your shoulder joint and can often make it hurt. And boy, when I do that, it sure does something good for me. And there it goes. It's releasing. So now I find another spot. I scoot around, find another spot, doing that. Very good. And if I want even more pressure, I can lift my butt up, really drive a little more weight into that ball and feel it even more. But more is not always better. So doing that, doing some of that, all good. And then one more thing. Basically, you can also do that tennis ball in a sock over your shoulder. Same thing, lean against the wall, do that motion, do whatever you feel that muscle move under the ball, and that can do it as well. I prefer to lay down. I can get more pressure, and it seems to release faster, but some people would rather lean against the wall and do that. So that is step 2. I will see you at step 3. Thank you very much.